In the last session, we introduced the concept of the 3 golden rules of key account management, and we tackled golden rule number 1, finishing with the key questions. And we said that if you can answer yes to these key questions, then it's time to move on to golden rule number 2. Because having the right strategy and direction is obviously important, but you also have to have the right people to carry it out. This is a critical area, but one that so many people either neglect or simply just get wrong. And the main reason for that is that you can't just change your job title and think that people will be able to deliver what you require. You need to make sure that people's skills are matched to the job, and just because you had a good sales representative doesn't mean that they will have the skills to become a good key account manager. So firstly, you need to ensure that you have defined a competency profile for the key account management role. And then you need to carry out a competency review. Now this may seem like a lot of work, but if you miss out this piece at this particular time, you're just storing up trouble for later on. So now we've agreed that we should do a competency review, hopefully the review will be positive. But even if it is, it doesn't mean that you should sit back thinking there's nothing else to be done, because there probably is several things for you to do. You need to firstly make sure that you polish what you have in the organisation, and that all the capable people know exactly what the new terminology and expectations of the new job are, and then they need to know exactly how they are expected to achieve. Finally, as always, it has to be aligned with the company goals. Now that's the positive outcome which we all hope for. However, what happens when the outcome shows that you don't actually have the right people? First thing to note is don't despair. You're not alone, but you do need to act. You now need to find the right people that on paper can deliver specifically in your organisation. Then you need to thoroughly assess them using the competency profile, and then what you want to do is build a bespoke team with these people who have demonstrated the skills and capabilities required. Finally, you then want to train them to deliver. Now, as I said, that's a lot of things that you have to do, so this is probably the right time to pause and reflect. Make sure that you haven't lost sight of what you're doing. Make sure that you remember why you're actually doing it, and keep the team focused and clear throughout the whole process. Now, to help keep you on track, the key questions that you need to ask for golden rule number 2 are: have you reviewed the competency and capability of your team to achieve your goals? Are they capable, and are they clear with what they have to achieve? If yes, you now have the right people with the right skills aligned to the right strategy, and it's time to move on to golden rule number 3, which we will discuss in the next session. Now, if you want more detailed information on what we've covered today, including how to answer these key questions, or if you just want further information on key account implementation, then our contact details are now on the screen.